Alrighty, so obviously Ray came out yesterday, and honestly, pretty decent. I would say these collab characters are pretty good. Obviously, I don't think they're like top 3 characters in the game, which I mean, I hope none of y'all were, but I would say they're pretty good. As of right now, I've only done one testing with Ray, and we're about to do a second one with a full fire comp right here, actually. I want to get Nihilister in there, I want to have DK their wife in there, I want to get Modernia up in there. Basically a full fire comp I want to run in there. But I would say this character is probably the... It's quite hard to say, because I would say, honestly, I think all 3 of the collab characters might touch 1, 2, and 3 in terms of collab characters that have released in Nikke, right? So if I was to rank all, maybe I'll do a tier list actually, like after Mari comes out and test her a bit, like a tier list of how I would rank the collab characters in Nikke from best to worst overall, right? But I think this character would either be at 1, 2, or 3. I think Asuka is slightly proving to be much more useful just in terms of damage, but you gotta remember Ray has overall support, which is fire code buffing from her burst skill and her second skill. Not to mention she does do great damage as well. And she's a mob clear as well with such an AoE. So we're gonna go in here with this comp right here. I don't know if I want to use Ray first or if I want to use Asuka first. I mean, we could use Ray first. I mean, I think you're supposed to use Asuka first here, right? So let's do that. But then we have Nihilister and then obviously DK the wife. Now, I don't know if Nihilister is really going to, you know, do a lot of damage here. Like, she is a DPS character, sure. But Nihilister kind of just sucks, right? So we're gonna see. Like, I don't want to say Nihilister sucks, but Nihilister sucks. So we're gonna see what's happening here exactly. We can go to Ray. Right, you're gonna see as you know we get damage and stuff going. Like, you're gonna see her cook up. Right, Modernia is not using her burst skill at all here, so she's just gonna constantly get like, oh, okay, yeah, but Modernia is not using her burst skill here at all. So she's always just gonna have a lot of buffs, and she's actually gonna be doing a lot of numbers without using her burst skill. Remember, y'all, her burst skill does less numbers than if you were to use her normal attacks if you were fighting like one enemy, right? Because her normal attack right now is, I believe, is like 7 or 5%, and then her burst skill gets put down to 2%. But the only thing is, it's unlimited shots, and it depends on how much characters are in the area, right? Or how much enemies are in the area right there. Okay, you can kind of see they're all just like, oh, even Nihilister is pretty up there. This is all matched up though. So all these characters are level 200, 10, 10, 10 with the same type of gear, all the 3 of them, and they're all kind of matched up. And Nihilister surprisingly is doing pretty good too. So this is where Asuka, go ahead, do what you got to do again. I just hate doing scope lock. I really do. Because it's like all these characters are 10, 10, 10, core 7, right? This just is, I guess, going to give you a general idea of how good the character's supposed to be, right? But in a sense, there's no overload gear here, and you're capped at level 200, so it looks like the numbers are low, but these are good numbers, I would say, for level 200 characters, right? There's no overload gear here, so you're basically just playing with the average character. But I would say these fire comp, obviously, these 3 might be a deadly combo though. 1, 2, and 3 together on a team might be nasty. Because look how they're all kind of averaging the same number, right? That's kind of like a nasty combo for fire. And Modernia is already a character who's not meant to use her burst skill in she's not meant to, but it's better not to use her burst skill in reality. So it's like, she's getting all these buffs too. There's nothing that Modernia is not getting from these characters, right? She's getting the assault tactic, which is from Asuka, right? That's this skill right here. And then she's also getting, what else is she getting? Attack support, which is from Ray right here, right? Like, she's getting these things because she's a fire code enemy, right? Or a fire code ally. And she's also getting this attack damage buff, which is also from Ray because she's a fire code ally, I guess. Like, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool how literally Modernia is getting another buff to these characters, right? Because honestly, like, this is probably something I would run as a team now. I already seen the Evangelion team being a thing. maybe what I would probably do, it depends, but I think I would probably take off, me personally, I would probably take off Modernia off of the Crown team, because there's so many different team comps you can run, and like it could be Scarlet with that, Red Hood with that. There's even like there's a lot of characters that can go on that team. So now that I have Asuka and Ray, I can kind of just have Asuka, Ray, Modernia all on one team, have them kind of average the same amount of damage. Even I'm not gonna lie, Nihilister is doing half of that, which is a lot better like than I expected. I would expect Nihilister to do about what D Killer Wife is doing. Right now, you might be wondering, what is D Killer Wife doing for this team? She's really helping out, what's her name? Asuka, right? Because Asuka gets the Pierce effect when you use her burst skill. That's kind of the main reason. Obviously, you have Nihilister as well. But she's helping out Asuka there. Oh, I guess not, because Asuka's not a sniper. Damn it. Right, I forgot. This is only helping out Nihilister. Nihilister is the only sniper on the team. So this is only helping out Nihilister and herself. This right here is helping out, obviously, just cooldown reduction, which is good in general. Attack damage buff after 5 full charge attacks for all allies, pretty decent. And then obviously when you use her burst skill, all allies to hit that body get a 12% of the caster's attack buff, attacking damage when attacking core. It's a lot. It's a lot. This team is actually pretty unique. I probably wouldn't run this specific team. Like maybe I would have the Killer Wife, who knows, but I probably wouldn't have Nihilister as my burst 2. We will see what I would have as my burst 2. Again, it probably wouldn't be Nihilister, but I do like this comp, right? At least these three, the Asuka, Ray, Modernia. I think this works and blends well because these are literally 3 characters who are all doing their job without anyone losing anything. Yeah, Modernia is using her burst skill, like I said multiple times in this video. She doesn't need to use her burst skill. And I would say this is pretty good, how they all kind of 91 million, 86 million, 77 million, right? Even 47 million from Nihilister is not bad at all. So, you know, I'm really happy with this team. Now, obviously, you can go higher if I was to do this. And if I was to do this, right, this would just be far better. And they would, oh my God. Watch this. Basically, you would have, ooh, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be a lot higher because it's like now you have Crown and Litter, right? Crown and Litter is where that composition is going. But let's see. Right, okay. We're going to full burst right now. I don't know, okay. So then boom, boom, and then boom. Let's go back to Ray. Since this is her showcase in reality. In reality, it's kind of like a fire code showcase with just the fire characters, but you're going to see a lot of damage from these characters. Yeah, 20 million from Asuka. Right. And that's just how it's going to be, actually. Like, when Asuka uses her burst skill, she's going to be, like, leagues above of the other two. But then when we go back into another burst skill rotation and we're not using her burst skill, you're going to see Modernia, you're going to see Ray, you're going to see these characters be able to catch up, which is exactly what the team is supposed to do. You can see they're all kind of catching up right there, right? So now we go back into the burst skill. Blah, 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 bop, bop, and then Asuka. Again, Asuka's just going to do her normal attack, just raise her numbers up. Ray is going to do what Ray does. There we go. We're going to build back up. Is Modernia up there as well? She's kind of like below, but still very good damage from her as well. I just hate the scope block, y'all. I'm sorry. I really do hate scope block, just because I don't like having to show you guys 10, 10, 10 characters. Core 7, level 200. With no overload gear. It's just not me. I just didn't pull the character, y'all. I'm 2 multis away from pity. I would prefer if I could use my pity on Mari, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get more multis, right? I really don't want to. So I'm going to try to snag up 2 multis, and then I'm going to summon on Ray. Or I'm just going to probably keep summoning on Ray as much as possible until Mari drops. And then when Mari drops, I'll use my pity for her if I need to. Right? But overall, you can see this team is kind of like bonkers, right? This team is really no joke. Just 3 of these characters, 1, 2, and 3. These characters are a pretty good combo. And I kind of like it. So I think obviously, from when I get my Ray, and then it's my own Ray with her gear, Asuka with her gear, Modernia with her gear, her Overload gear, and then them with their like levels and their stats and their cube. None of these characters have cubes on or anything right now as well. When all those things are applied, then and only then I will, like, I think I'll run this composition, right? But yeah, the thing about Ray, she's so universal. She's just better with mobs. Where I would say Asuka is just in terms of just damage. Like the damage you see from Asuka here, you're gonna get from normal or mobs or bosses. Where when it comes to Ray, you're only gonna get this number from mobs because she has that crazy AOE burst skill, right? That's just the reality of the situation. Boom, boom, and then Asuka's gonna do Asuka numbers. There we go. But yeah, I just like how they're all kind of buffing each other regardless, right? You have the core damage for Ray, because Ray's a machine gun character, so she's gonna land cores, right? So it's working well with Ray from Asuka's core damage buff. Ray's buff is working well with obviously Asuka. So pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I just wish I had it my own, but this is a pretty 146, 156, 122 million from Modernia, who didn't use her burst skill at all. And obviously, if you use her burst skill and there was a boatload of enemies, then yeah, it would have been up because it's 2% per enemy. And if it's like more than one, and it's an AOE type of move, it's gonna be a lot better. If there's like maybe 4 minimum, then she'll start hitting harder than her normal attack. But overall, I think Asuka, Ray, and Modernia, I think this combo right here, 1, 2, and 3, great. I think if we get like another DPS Fire Burst 2 character or a Crown related Burst 2 character, we're good. In reality, you just need these 3. And then you could run Litter or Crown. I probably wouldn't run this with this team, but Asuka, Ray, and Modernia might always stay together if I'm doing like different teams for like Solo Raid or Union Raid or even like the new Anomaly stuff, right? This is probably going to be the team, Asuka, Ray, Modernia, right? Obviously, I think Mari's cool, but I probably personally would want Ray over Mari just because obviously Ray's my favorite character and I like machine gun characters and obviously the fire code. Like, this is a team I would actually run. I would run Asuka, Ray, Modernia just in general content. That's how much I like Modernia. That's how much I like the Asuka and Ray combo, and that's how much I like this like fire combo team. So you guys let me know what you think. It's your boy Zxous, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.